Good evening. This one's going to be a little bit different. It's still a behind the scenes, kind of, sort of, but kind of mixed in with a little Gentleman of Style show type of ambiance as well. What you're going to see is a behind the scenes that focuses on interviewing styles. Now, Creech and I recently did some interviews for a movie that was recently shot. We interviewed the cast, and Creech and I, even though we're co-hosts and we do basically the same job on the show, our styles are different as far as how we interview. And anyone that does this is going to have their own unique style as well. So we thought it might be educational to show you how we do it. Even though you see how we do it on the show, there's a certain amount of anxiety that comes along with talking to other people, because one of the things that we realized is you never know how someone's going to react to the questions that you may ask. So there's some caution as you go through it, which I think sometimes that's what makes people stumble whenever they're asking their questions. And maybe that's, it's probably why some people like to write their questions down. And then the guests, they really don't want to be caught off guard as well. Creech and I, we have a unique style where it's not canned. Some people, they like to write their questions down and then ask their questions based off of what they previously written down. There's nothing wrong with that. But one of the things that we've noticed is that whenever you're interviewing someone, it's important to kind of get into like some type of camaraderie during the exchange. It makes for a more comfortable interview, and it doesn't seem forced. I've seen some interviews where a person is asking the questions that they have predetermined or written down, and the delivery of the questions doesn't go quite right. You can almost feel almost like the anxiety of whenever they ask the questions, and it doesn't seem to come out just right. It just seems kind of canned and forced in order to get it through to the person on the other side that you're interviewing. For example, we had one guest, and you could tell she was getting like very, very offensive to our questions. I don't know if it was the way that I'm under the impression this was this person's general demeanor, that they thought about themselves in a certain way. So that's another reason to, get them in early, start talking to them, and, fill them out so you can kind of form your questions, from what you discover during that initial contact phase before the show starts. But we kind of felt it out, and we kind of went at it at certain angles, and we got through. I mean, we ended up getting about 3 to 4 hours worth of raw footage out of it. So it worked out. And, till this day, I really don't think they understand how they come off to people, but that's neither here nor there. This is all about how you deal with people from a social aspect, especially in particular when you're interviewing them. And say for example, if you want to ask them like really personal questions, there's a certain way that you need to approach that in order to get these things out there and pull the information that you want to record on film. So like whenever we generally interview someone, we like to take our time and talk to them beforehand, because generally we like our guests to arrive like an hour to an hour and a half, 2 hours before, because we generally serve food, we have light hors d'oeuvres, we have drinks and stuff like that, and we talk and we have general conversation just to get to know them, and that kind of relaxes a person and put them into a space to whereas, okay, this is all right. their anxiety level goes down. So that's one technique you can incorporate into your interviewing process in order to get it out of the way, in order to make the guests feel more comfortable. So that's one of the things that we do, that we think that it goes over pretty well. We're really good about doing that, and yeah, just talk about it, do your preliminary research if you can, and it goes into making a whole lot smoother transactional environment whenever you do meet that person. You know a little bit about their background and what's going on, and you can kind of formulate your questions from there, because 9 times out of 10, one question leads to another question that leads to another question. So if you did pre-prep your questions, those questions can sometimes just go out the door because your conversation organically takes on a life of its own. And it's also important that if you have a co-host, it's important to have good communication with your co-host as well, because at the onset of doing any type of interview, you two, you three, or whoever, however many that you're dealing with, you can kind of game plan about how you're going to approach the situation based off of the information that you already have. What you're going to see today is how Creech and I interview. We have more of a relaxed, laid back, kind of carefree approach, depending on the situation. So, take that with the, you take the good bits, throw away the bad bits that you don't like. But, at the end of the day, the reason we're showing you the behind the scenes is that we hope you can take something away, that you can gain something from it, that you can incorporate into your own way of doing things. So, once again, this is all education right here. And we hope that you learn something and you take away something that you can build on your own skills. And I hope you enjoy this next episode of Behind the Scenes with BaldwinCreech Media.
All right. So she's recording. All right. Well, first of all, thank you for joining me. I'm ecstatic to have you here. First of all, the movie Colorblind.
Mm-hmm.
What's your role in Colorblind?
My name is Deidre Hooper, and I play Mary Nelson, the mother, in the movie, and it was a wonderful message that love is truly colorblind. You can't control your heart. You can't tell the heart what the heart wants, right?
Exactly.
No matter what color it is or whatever. So my role is the mother of the girl who marries someone who is Caucasian,
Okay.
So, and it was another, and I'm also the mother of, her brother, Chris. So he gets, without giving too much away, it was very intense. And I truly enjoy playing the role.
It's not too late, I was recording.
Well, that's that.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. How you doing?
I am good. I'm good. What's your name?
I'm Taisha.
Taisha
Cooper.
Taisha
Call
Cooper.
me Ty.
You were in the movie?
I wasn't. I was actually behind the camera.
You were behind the camera. Oh, okay. Okay. So is that something that you do full time, as far as being behind the camera?
No, that's what I'm working towards. If I can get behind that, I'll stop at 9 to 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a passion.
No, I mean, it's good to have a passion and everything. You turn your passion into your mainstay.
Right.
That's how you generally do it. So tell me, you behind the camera on Colorblind, the movie, correct?
Correct.
What was your experience as far as from just say being on set? Was it a smooth experience? Was it rough? Was it a learning experience? Which one was it? Or was it a combination of all?
It actually was a combination. I think you get a combination of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything gonna have its ups and downs.
Mhm.
It was long days, rough nights, people getting frustrated with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But we made it happen.
You know what? Hold on.
You know, I am a mother, and it was easy for me to have that compassion for the kids, for my children, within that situation, because a mother loves throughout everything. If someone wants to marry someone, the mother, you know, the dad is normally strict. You can't do this. Turn your heart off, right? But the mom typically has compassion for the kids and wants to see the best for them, and wants to see their children happy. That's the bottom line. So that was kind of easy for me to do.
Now, were there any challenges for this role? I know with you having kids and you had to kind of put yourself in that space a little bit. Was there any challenges that you found trying to get yourself like, I'm the mother, you know, this is not me, but I'm this type of mother?
Yeah, there are always challenges in any role that you play. There was a particular scene where Lovey wanted it to be done one particular way, and I couldn't see myself doing that way because I'm an actor that I have to actually feel it from the inside.
Just making sure that the mic is on. Go ahead.
You know, just making sure. It was all type of stuff going down. We had fun days, stressful days.
Tell me about the most interesting day.
The most interesting day for me was when we had action. Like, action far as shooting the scenes. I love moving around with the camera.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at it as fun. So
Right.
as it's action, driving around, shooting, I probably feel like you just in a movie scene. I mean,
Right,
a big set, you know.
Right.
You know, 'cause we coming from the ground up, and it feel good, you know. So, man, just being on set, and it feel like Friday or something. Like, you know how he came with it,
Yeah.
watch
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
But you on the camera, like me, 'cause I love the camera. You understand that when you behind the camera, and then you action with it, and you running with them. It's fun to me.
Right.
So that's fun to me. So just sitting having a camera tripod, just watching them. It's all fun to me, but action.
Right.
I love that time.
And then that was a little challenging. It was one scene that I had to go deep within or even change my mindset. So that's the only thing that I can feel that was challenging. But Lovey is such a talented writer and a talented director, and I really, trust her direction. So I had to suck it up and just do it. So that was pretty much the only challenge in kind of changing my mindset and kind of drawing from another personality that was not my own. Right.
So did you audition for the part, or did Lovey approach you about the part?
Initially, I did both.
Okay.
Initially, it's weird because I wanted to be an actress a long time ago, but then I moved into the field of accounting and ended up like working in corporate America, and I still work in corporate America. So the thing is that I was working in Birmingham, and Lovey and I used to work together a long time ago, and she was telling me, but we keep in touch.
Right.
So on the way to my 2-hour gig, it takes 2 hours to get from Atlanta to Birmingham. So
you still live in Atlanta now and drive to Birmingham?
No.
Oh,
that was an 8-month contract.
Okay.
Where are you from, by the way?
I'm originally born and raised in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
So I moved a lot. Like after high school, moved to Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm now in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Ooh, you drove up here from Chattanooga?
I did.
Outstanding.
I did.
Outstanding. That's dedication.
Anywhere I can get in, and when the camera work, I'm there.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You got to put in your work,
Yep.
your due diligence, And people see that, and, they recognize it, and, you move to the next stage of the game.
Right.
That's how you do it. You got to make yourself available.
Is that, and I like to surround myself with the same mindset.
Right.
So I'm be like, okay, where's the next door, Lord? You put me around the right people.
Mm-hmm.
You never know who you meet.
Absolutely.
And I just be myself. So that's what it is.
There you go. There you go.
Right. So on the way, I just happened to say, hey, Lovey, I just want to say hi to you and I love you or whatever. And she was like, Deidre, I just want to thank you. You're always an inspiration to me. I have this idea. And she told me about the idea for the movie, and it was in 2017. And then I was like, do it, Lovey, do it. That when I was on my way back, that was Monday, me leaving.
Right.
When I was on my way back on Thursday, in 2 hours, she told me the whole movie, and it was like, oh my God, you wrote a movie over that week or what, over the weekend, whatever. And then I was like, I'm so excited, and she had in mind who she wanted to play the mom and everybody. It was not me, but and she was like, I want you to play Aunt Darcy or whatever the person was. And I was like, Lovey, I'll just be honored to do whatever you want me to do, right? And then it turned out later on that I ended up being the mom, and that was just I was overwhelmed and really grateful for that opportunity, because I probably wouldn't be doing that. So
Is there anything that you're working on right now that we should know about?
Right now we working on Sunless.
Sundays.
It's we waiting for it to be released on Prime Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's a series.
Oh.
I actually did that with my brother. So we waiting on that right now. It's like an action. It kind of give you a vibe of power a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but it's
What's it called again?
It's called Sunless.
Sunless?
Sunless.
Sunless.
Yes.
That sounds like almost like a sci-fi movie or something like that. Sunless.
Yeah, but it's crazy because he told me what it meant, but then when you look at the movie, he actually said I'm sunless because somebody kidnapped his son. So he go hard for whatever he going. He ain't playing with it.
Yeah.
So it's two
I like
different
that.
meanings of it.
I like that. I like that a lot.
So it get hard, and then you'll never know who is who. You be like, it's a person that he's like he almost like a ghost, but it's not. It's like a shadow.
Mm-hmm.
You never know when he coming. He be smiling in your face. You don't even know who it is.
That's dope.
It's crazy.
I like that. I like that a lot. All right, good.
So now getting this opportunity, has it spurred any new opportunities for you?
yes,
What's going on?
I've always wanted to do. Back in 2004 or 5 or whatever, Intrigued Living, Atlanta's In Town Dwelling Show. I always wanted to do my own television show, and really Lovey is she's a real cheerleader when it comes to whatever you want to do, right? So she has really made it easy for me, and she almost made it mandatory for me to do what I need to do, right? And so I'm getting it back up. I am laying the groundwork and doing everything that I need to do to get the show back on. So I'm really excited about that.
Nice, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So tell people why they should see this film.
People should see this film because it is a message about overcoming outer appearances, overcoming this ridiculous prejudice, this ridiculous bias, and the ignorance about, I'm not that race, we can't be together, or the hate comes from fear, right?
Absolutely.
And so if people can kind of overcome their fear and see that there's really nothing to be afraid of, we could be a lot happier, I think.
I believe the same exact thing. And this, when I spoke to Lovey about doing this movie, and she was doing it, and she gave me the synopsis of what was going on, I said, that's a movie that we need in this era.
Mm-hmm.
With everything going on, the pandemic and all these crazy things that are going on, this is something that can say we can come together as people, not worried about your money, not worried about your color, not worried about anything, but just people being able to come together and be able to not only just exist, but be able to love who you want to love, be able to respect who you want to respect, all these great things. So I'm glad you guys did the movie. I can't wait to see it myself. I haven't gotten the viewing yet, but I'm here for
I'm
the
so
viewing.
excited.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see the movie, and congratulations on not only this film, but your next project. And, you know, I look forward to seeing big things from you.
Good. You're looking forward to seeing the film that you worked on?
Man,
And it's completed?
I've been ready from day one.
Okay.
I've been ready.
Then we'll soon be in there. As soon as everybody gets here, we get ready to sit down and we can take it to the next level.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Tell everybody tell everybody where they can find you at. Your social media.
Right now, I just want you to take a look at the movie, Colorblind, the film. We are going to, I think Lovey has a lot of new projects coming up, and I really want you to, Young Girl Films, find Lovey there and look for the movie on your streaming services. And that's it. I'm just honored to be a part of this. That's it. My name is
Thank
Deidre
you.
Hooper.
Yes, Deidre Hooper. Yes, this is going to be phenomenal. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
All
I
right.
appreciate it.
Nice.
All right. Nice to meet you. All right.
Good job. Love it.
Thanks.